Big bars on the hook today. Let's see how I hook this one up. I got very lucky with this one today because I didn't have to set up my wheel lift extensions. Normally, you would pick it up from the wheels and set up the whole wheel lift system here, which is really heavy and I don't like doing that as much. Anyways, this is where I hooked it up. Right there with my 3-inch forks. Get the same on the other side. When I finish hooking up like this, I noticed that there is nothing for me to hook up my safety chains to. So what I did is I ran a chain, this chain right behind here, and that chain is holding my wheel lift, basically. That chain is holding the wheel lift, and then I hooked up a chain, my safety chains to that. So you can see right here, this is supposed to be hooked up in here, and this hook, it's not all the way in. Anyways, this is the chain that come all the way from over there. So I wrapped it up around here, and then I got my safety chain right there, all the way up there. Now we're going to see how I ran air to this. I had a little problem in the beginning because this door got hit and I couldn't open it. The whole air setup is back here. So let me show you. So that's where my air hose is going to. This blue hose right here, this is my hose. This is coming all the way from my truck. It's going right into this piece right here. I'm gonna unplug it so you can see what I got going on in there. Right there. I didn't put this piece on, it was already there, which really helped. I got my air hose going right through here, but in order to do that you got to put the bumper down. So let me show you how to do that. You have to go inside here and pull this handle. Just pull it and the bumper goes right off, just like that. And that's how I was able to get my hose in there. Just make sure that when you close it, your hose is not going to be on something sharp or too tight. In this case it's perfect because when I close the bumper, it's not tight and it's not blocking the air. So it worked out really good. So after this, I pull the axle out. This right here. I got the axle out, only one axle. This is the driver's side axle. Pull that out, and what else? That was it. Let's walk around the back. I think nothing special going on in the back. I got the tow light back here, bungee cords. Well, actually, I had to open this back doors right here to get my light behind it. But it's kind of tricky too, because the handle to open these doors right here is in the back. I mean, it's inside here. And in order to open this, you can use the key or you can just pull this right here. This. And then to open that back doors, you have to pull a handle inside here. I forgot where it is. Oh, it's right here. You pull this handle and those doors are going to open. Pull it and that should be it. Now it's still locked up. You know what it is? I think the bungee cords are holding it closed right now. Okay, now we got it. Just open. Put my light right above it. Man, I don't even know how to hook this up in here. Oh, okay, here we go. Right there. Got it. This bus got the engine in the back. Well, I think they all do, most of them. Engine, transmission, everything is back here. When I first got to this bus, I noticed that the front bumper was very close to the ground. It was about 3-4 inches away from the ground, and that was because there was no air in the front suspension over here. See these airbags over here? They had no air at all. So when there was no air, this front bumper, the whole front and the back drops all the way down. So it was like about 3-4 inches away from the ground, and I couldn't put my wheel lift under. So right away I knew that the first thing I had to do was to figure out how to send air to it. But when you do that, you got to be careful, because some buses, as soon as you hook up an air hose to it, the brakes release and it goes into neutral. So that can be a problem. You don't want the bus rolling on you. What you got to do, before you send any air to it, just chuck the wheels, chuck the back wheels, both sides, and then send air to it. Because like I said, you don't want one of these buses going into neutral and start rolling on you. So once again, just chuck the wheels, and after you got the wheels blocked, make sure it's not going to roll on you, and then just hook up the air hose. For this bus, we hooked up right over here. The air fitting was already there, which was good. Alright, so I don't need to go there anymore. Let's close the door. After I had it filled up with air, I noticed that the suspension wasn't going up. So I knew right away I had to do something inside the bus. So let's go inside now. I'm going to show you what I did in there. I'm going to show you in a minute. This right here is what you got to use to raise the air, to raise the front suspension. So when I got there, it was like this. It was just like that. So what I did is I turned this like that, and then I hold this button for a few minutes, and then I felt the suspension raising right away. I didn't really mess with the back suspension, but I'm assuming if you go right there and you press this, the back should go up, and if you put it to the left, then you got to do the left side. I don't know if you can do them both at the same time. I'm not really sure, but at least now you have an idea how to raise the front suspension. Anyways, I'm probably going to forget all this right here. I know I'm going to come back in the future and watch my own video. Alright, time for me to put the axle back. I got the axle inside the toolbox over here, which is really nice. I didn't have to fight to fit it in my truck, because normally my truck is very tight. I got no space in there. I did great today. No oil mess. My shoes still nice and white. Let me put the axle back and I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.